Welcome everybody to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that we can come up into your feed and so much more. I'm the Crisis Psychic, also known as Ecliptic Spiritualist. I'll come up into your feed as that. So I want to get into this new year of 2024 as a collective year, as we all know it as, but talking about, 5 ways, and I may even bonus it, where we're here to treat January as a self-love reset. And that's coming from a professional psychic medium, also a professional therapist from a mental health point of view, from my career, which you can see that on my website, what I do as a career for the past 25 plus years, but also my gifting by night is a psychic medium, which it plays throughout the day, intersect. So I want to talk to you about this. I'll pull some cards in reference to it, all about this mindfulness coming into 2024. And let me know in the comments down below as well. So as we enter into January, it's natural to start thinking about our goals for the upcoming year or intentions on what type of tone you want to set for 2024. So some of us like to pick, word of the year, or affirmations for the year, intentions, making a list of prioritizing areas and focus on how you feel and setting intentions with a ritual. Okay, so whatever you want and coming into this 2024, here are some tips I want to kick off for you for self-love reset. I'm going to pull some cards as well, because as I'm talking about this going into 2024, astrologically, we do have Mercury that's in retrograde in Capricorn, and then we've got some other energies that are helping each and every one of us to reset, relook, and rethink. Okay, and in the process of this, you can connect with me with the New Year wish ritual that is up for purchase on the website. All right, so go to the website, you can check it out and purchase it. It will help to kick off this 2024 collective year. All right, so number one, I want to talk about giving yourself space, rest, and contemplation for self-care as the beginning of a collective year. So we often encouraged to hit the ground running, at the beginning of January, for January the 1st, okay? Getting all of our to-do lists together, sometimes we hear about new year, new me, new year with the gym, making progress in creative projects, and making some dents into your upscaling your income, or making some commitments and making some dents into any kind of debts, or either looking into maybe doing some new purchases for yourself and your family. And also we're talking about spiritual debts as well. So people often get very drained from end of the year deadlines, travel, and emotions that the holidays bring. Okay, but being mindful is during this first thing I'm saying, giving yourself space, is giving yourself space to schedule rest, contemplation, self-care instead. While January is a big launching pad for the universe, as we talk about it, as a go-getter month, in actuality, it's more of a recovery time for many. Okay, it's about recovery for going after this number one and giving yourself space to rest. So I'm going to pull a card about this, giving yourself space to rest. What's the card for this number one intent about this? Spirit is saying in this, giving yourself space for rest, contemplation for this number one. Self-care is sing. Some of you have beautiful voices according to the world, and your own special song that's within you. You may have a song that rises up inside of you for this space of rest. Maybe there's music, maybe there's a poetry or something that you should write to give yourself space to sing. This is singing brings happiness and joy. Whatever that song may be that's in your heart. But most importantly, sing. That's what Spirit is saying. Now, number 2 in this self-reset is allowing yourself to feel inspired. Okay? Allowing yourself to feel inspired by a brand new year. So something about turning this page in a new calendar, I really encourage you to have a calendar. It's very important to have one, either using your phone or a paper calendar. It feels like an exciting, fresh start when you tear it off by paper, or if you're more of a digital kind of gal or guy, it's exciting for a fresh new start. So no matter what the challenges you survived through 2023 or what obstacles lay ahead of you and me for 2024, allow yourself to feel hopeful and optimistic about this new year. Okay? Make sure that you feel optimistic. Even if you don't know how to bring that vibe in, bring it in with that song. Spirit said, sing a song, find a song, find something that inspires you. That's high vibrational, even if it's sound bowls or gigahertz, whatever you guided to listen to or sing about. Okay. That way it will have you to look forward to unexpected great blessings in 2024. Also, January is pondering an area of your life you'll feel inspired about. Okay. Also, not only will this improve your mood coming into the 2024 of January, but it may even encourage you to take action to help make your manifestations, your dreams to come true this 2024. So we have number 1 is seeing a card of affirmation for self-care. So what's the next card? The next card is bringing in sex. Okay. SEX. We're all adults over 18. So Spirit to bringing in this number 2 energy is allowing yourself to feel inspired by a brand new year. Spirit is bringing in sex, the energy of sex. I'm going to take a look at the book for that element just to elaborate on that. But I am experiencing a cosmic orgasm. That's what number 2 is, bringing in a cosmetic orgasm for allowing yourself to feel inspired by a brand new year. That's the mantra for that. Okay. I'm experiencing the cosmic orgasm. That's what Spirit is bringing in. There's a deep well of joy, bliss, and healing available to us through sex. And when it is treated as a sacred experience of divine union. So bringing in that pleasure principle of allowing yourself to feel inspired through a cosmic orgasm. And sometimes it may not be a physical orgasm. It could be cosmic orgasms is bringing in manifestations and bringing in a opportunity to reproduce, a rebirth. Okay, so number 1 is bringing in seeing, and then we've got this orgasmic sex energy that's coming in for number 2. Now number 3 is nurturing yourself if you're feeling tender, or if you're feeling a little like tender is pushing, patting in that meat or muscle of food, so to speak. I'm using that. The winter holidays leading into the new year can be a corridor of time where people feel a little bit more sensitive, more tender, or of the unknown, or possibly some energy of reminiscing. Okay, so you might be sentimental about the past of someone who has passed on, wishing there were more peace and love in the planet. Also, a feeling of letting a little vulnerable about another year coming in and going out. That vulnerability. So there are so many reasons you may be feeling a little, like a fork being pressed into that meat than usual. Okay, so be gentle. I always mention that as a psychic medium and as a professional mental health therapist. I always mention about putting yourself first. The world has taught us that we don't really put ourselves first, okay? We don't really put ourselves first. We have to make sure that we're putting ourselves first. As you see me picking whatever this is, fuzz out of my hair. Okay, so taking yourself and putting yourself first is something that you have to do, even though we're not trained to say, oh, that means that's being selfish or you're being self-absorbed or conceited. If you don't take care of you, you can't take care of anybody else. So that's something that you want to adapt into yourself. Okay, so there are many reasons you may be feeling a little bit more tender. So be gentle with yourself. Own your thoughts. Okay, own your thoughts. Pamper yourself. Yes, do something special for yourself with your favorite affordable treats. Lean into your nurturing daily practices like walking, meditation, or gratitude routine. If you know me, you've been following me for quite some time. I've did some readings or some altar work with me or different sessions with me. You'll always hear me say, take a walk. Take a walk. That is part of my regimen. My regimen is to take a walk. Okay, so walking, meditation, and gratitude. Okay, use this tender time as a cue to be more compassionate with yourself. Okay, there's this really cool self-love calendar that I like. It's called A Year of Self-Love. If you're interested, I can put it down in the link it down below or put it in the comments. I like to use it as a self-love message and action steps for myself because it's going according to each day. It helps me along with my own gratitude about things. So let's pull the next card for number 3. Rest, rest, rest. Now, this is an important aspect. Rest. I'm going to go to the book for this, about this mantra for that, but rest. And most people don't know how to rest, or they're learning how to rest, or maybe you have bouts of insomnia in some sort of way, but it's important to rest. However your rest segments are, make sure you're getting plenty of rest and water. Okay, water is another aspect to help each and every one of us to make sure our bodies are nice and hydrated along with rest. Now, the mantra for this is I am beaming with life force energy. I am beaming with life force energy. Sleep is an essential part of maintaining your health and energy. So make sure that you're taking time to make your bedroom and your bed a cozy oasis. Okay, ready yourself for a night of restful sleep by making sure you're fully decompressed and relaxed before you climb under the covers. Okay, so calming your nervous system with getting yourself ready for a good night's sleep is important. Okay, is important. Don't let anybody tell you that rest is not important. Rest is best. Okay, rest is best. There was this channel, this really cool cartoon that I used to have my daughter watch, and it's called Daniel the Tiger. And I still watch Daniel the Tiger today because he has some great cues. She's still very young, and she loves Daniel the Tiger. And he always have these great sayings, and he'll always say, "Rest is best." Rest. Get your rest. And it's a very sweet cartoon. If you ever want to watch it or have watched it, let me know down below. He's kind of after Mr. Rogers. He's designed after Mr. Rogers. So take a look at him. He's a wonderful, loving tiger that gives you good community understanding. So number four is all about connecting with someone you care about. As we start the new year, it's nice to remember we're not starting it alone. Okay, we're not starting it alone. Okay, so spend time playing with and snuggling a pet. Okay, if you don't have a pet, get a pet. My household is full of pets. Okay, so that's a great accolade, like a good aligning yourself with pets because they so help us. If you're not a pet person, then have a phone or video chat with an old friend who lives far away, or invite a treasured coworker out to a special lunch or date. You might even feel a nudge to write a letter to someone you lost touch with long ago or had a miscommunication with last year. I also really do like to receive cards in the mail still. I know that we've gotten away from those things, but sending a card to someone, or you receiving a card, is very helpful to stay connected. It's very unusual, it's unsuspected for someone to get that as well. Sometimes people, my friends, will send me an awesome, beautiful journal. I've sent journals out to students of mine that they've gotten them, and I know they enjoyed them. They're still using them to this day. Journaling is another aspect of sending out love, okay? Making sure that January time when you reach out to connect with others is intimate. Instead of a big, to do a production, let it be a prioritized heart-to-heart chat, okay? So let's pull the card for number 4. So the first one is sing. The second one is sex. And then we have the third one is rest. And now number 4 is read. What timing? Okay, Spirit knows. Reading. So we've talked about sending out cards and connecting chat to chat, but let's look at the mantra for read, okay? Read. I enjoy expanding my mind. I enjoy expanding my mind. That's the mantra for it. Okay, so whether you have books that you love, is a fantasy novel or a work non-fictional, reading opens up new perspective and expands our minds. Get your hand on a book that gets you excited. Okay, so books are very important to bring into your life, or you can use Audible books. Whatever way you like to enjoy books. I personally like a good handbook, and I do use Audibles, okay? I encourage you to grab a new book coming into the new year, something fun or something educational that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be, if you're in school or something like that, but something totally outside of that you can enjoy. Or maybe it's a spiritual book that you need to encompass into your life that will help grow your journey and who you are, okay? So we have number 5. Number 5 is emphasizing physical, emotional, and mental health, and get help if you need it, okay? It's natural for the new year to encourage people to clean up their diets, dial into their supplements, medication, or getting support if they're feeling a little anxious or depressed. But it is a good time, and I always recommend this, to schedule a good checkup, okay? Go to your doctors, get physical checkups, get a physical. If you haven't done that, FYI, schedule your physical or dental appointments with your professional healthcare provider, or look into a specialist for that nagging issue you've been putting off. Getting help for it, checking up on yourself, following up on yourself, whether it's a functional medicine doctor, a therapist, psychic medium, spiritual advisors, which is me, or getting a great masseuse, getting Reiki coming in. I do offer that, or I offer that virtually and in person, but getting a masseuse, you require. January's energy may push you to put some things on the books, okay? So let's pull a card for number 5. Number 5, positive affirmations. Positive affirmations aligning itself with number 5. So number 5 mantra is, and I want to put that card back up, that mantra is, I speak to myself with love and compassion and extend it to all those I meet. Okay? So love yourself, speak to yourself as if you are the love of your life. Okay? Write yourself a love letter, witness your beauty in the mirror, acknowledge it aloud, or take note of positive compliments. Okay? Compliments. Something else that I want to add on to that positive affirmations. This is a beautiful card. I love myself, but also bringing in a special perfume, something that will give you a memory of that affirmation. Take a perfume or oil and add your intentions to it too. Every time you spray it, it's setting up that energy coming into 2024. Okay, so last but not least, a bonus one is number 6. Identify a few things to feel proud about from the previous year. Yes, be proud about it. Write it somewhere to give you a memory of your accomplishments and that you is proud of, small, medium, and large. Okay, most of us are so quick to identify what we wish weren't done differently, that was done differently in the past of 2023, but we sometimes don't give ourselves enough credit. 2023 has some tough lessons in them for you and for all of us. They can be small letters, little lessons, little foxes, whatever they are. They might not be biggies, but there's always some lessons in there. So some challenges, some circumstances that we're thrust upon to make knowledge and understanding and how to walk through those journeys through that, okay? But your experience, feel proud that you rose to the occasion and were present for yourself and for others. Okay, so find something to celebrate about 2023. All right, so being a human is a lot, even on our best days, okay, and our great days, or whatever those days are. Take time to pat yourself on the back for making it through 2023. All right, you're an amazing human being. Okay, trust that you did everything that you could do that was within your own power, and your guides and angels and spirit guides that gave you the guidance for 2023. I love you for watching today and taking time, taking notes in this wonderful setup for 2024. I do have the New Year wish ritual up for 2024 for purchase. You can go to the website at https://crisispsychic.com. I do offer private live readings that would change your life. I offer customized spiritual work in many areas. They are customized, no one pop shop type of issues over here. There's other beautiful services that are available, so contact me there. Don't forget that we're on Patreon. Patreon does support the channel here. It supports the information that comes through here and support those that's on there as well. I'm grateful for those that have spent many years in investing into Patreon. It never leaves your life. It goes into your future and it multiplies. Okay, you always get bonuses here. All right, so I love you very much. Have a wonderful 2024 coming in. I will be here for 2024 as well, and I'm glad to be of service. Talk to you later.